Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So excited. We are continuing on with the alphabet. I just wanted to do another look with the Sigma palette to be fair, but we're going to go ahead with the alphabet. I'll definitely get another look out of that though. But today, I do think the look turned out pretty good. It's pretty, I don't want to say natural because it's not natural. You can definitely tell I'm wearing makeup, but it feels very light, very airy almost, because it's just such light colors being used. The foundation I am wearing, I actually use the Natasha Denona again. I use the hydrogen glass underneath of her Foundation X foundation, and I really do like that. The way that those two combined, and it sucks that she doesn't have that foundation anymore. But with that said, I then used her concealer, and I do think that the N5 is a better fit for me for her concealer also. And of course, I use the Sigma. This thing, oh my goodness, you all. Today, though, I used the darker one, and this one did a lot better at concealing the dark circles, although this one does a lot better at brightening. So I'm like, darn, I got to pick or choose. I either get one or the other. I mean, I guess I can always put the brightening like right here, the darker right here, and then brighten right there. But I'm like, that's just too much for me. I ain't got that kind of time, you know? So I'm like, we'll just go with one or the other, right? Which is fine. So then I've really been, well, I've always liked the bronzer by Pat McGrath, the Nude Honey. But it's really coming in like right now with my skin tone the way that it is. It's just like a perfect kiss. It's a very light, very subtle. It almost looks real in a way. You know what I mean? And then for blush, I'm wearing the purple blush again. I wanted to give it another run, the pink lilac. I like it. I really do like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just it is very light. For this type of look, I do like it. I do. But I think for every day, I like a little bit more blush. I like it to be seen, you know? For highlighter, y'all know the highlighter I'm wearing, okay? I am been completely in love with this highlighter. It is the Natasha Denona oh 01 Light. This is my number one highlighter at this point. I don't think between the whole thing, packaging, smell, the feel, all of it, I love it. And then, oh, lips. I used what did I use? Hold on, let me find it. Okay. The MAC Oak pencil. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's what I lined my lips with, right? And then I put on my Sugar Coat by Sugar Rush, the Cake Pop. I don't know why I put them two together, but I did. Here we are. Don't ask. I don't have the answer. For the waterline, I used my Tarte Fake Awake in the cream shade. And then for the palette today, we are using Guerlain Ombra's G 530 Majestic Rose. I, first off, love the packaging. It comes with a nice little baggie, this little pack, you know, with the brushes that you're never going to use type of thing. The bag, cute. It opens up like this. It's got a nice mirror on this side, and then this is the color story. We'll get started and we'll talk. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this one right here. Now, I've seen people review this, and I feel like nobody liked it. I haven't found anybody that really liked it, to be fair. And this is where I find it so odd on because like I'll watch the same people. I don't know about you all, but I watch the same people. And generally most of the time I for the most part will agree, or if I disagree, I understand what they're saying, like why they don't like it and why I like it, right? But this one's got me stumped because like the creators, they just don't like it, and they say that it wears off, it doesn't last, and I'm like, why? How? Because it lasts on me. It's easy to use. It's not patchy. It it's not like bold colors. Like, I get that part. It's not. They're very soft. It's a satin formula, baked type formula, you know? So I get that. But I'm like, it still shows. Like, and it doesn't wear off. It doesn't fade. It doesn't do any of that. So I'm like, I don't understand what they're talking about. Right? And I mean, I use all different primers. Like today, I'm using the Ignite, of course, from Sigma, but I've used the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I've used the Sigma Persuade. I've used my Viseart. Like, I've used Urban Decay. Like, I've used different, we're going to go into this color, primers, and I don't have a problem. Now, do you have to build these up? Yeah, to get to the intensity you want, but that's almost any kind of shadow like this. Any higher end shadow you're going to build up. They're not going to be pigment right off the bat. But they build, is my thing. Like, you can see that that is on there, you know? So I just don't understand. And at the end of the day, everything will still be placed where I placed it. So I'm kind of confused on that part. Because I'm like, well, now my eye isn't eating this. Like, you know, because when they said that, I thought, oh, maybe I need to, I'm going back into that first shade, wear these a little longer even. Because you know, everybody wears shadows differently too, but I've wore these for 4 hours, 8 hours, and 10 hours. And I mean, I guess by the 10-hour mark, they have faded, sure. But nothing to like, oh, it ain't worth it. You can't see the shadows. I'm taking that same dark shade and running it under the lower lash line. Nothing like that, you know? So I don't know. I'll be honest, I like these quads. I like this one, and I have Imperial Moon. I bought this one first, fell in love with it, and bought Imperial Moon. So I really, really do like these palettes. Now, they are pricey, I get that, but they are pretty. And as far as skin tone, the people I watch are about my skin tone or lighter. I mean, I watch other people too, but the ones that have reviewed this have been within, you know, that realm. Because I could see, like, if you had a darker skin tone, maybe it wouldn't work as good. I could see that, but that's not the case. And they're kind of saying that it applied fine, but by the end of the day, it was gone. Like, it was just gone. And I'm like, how is it just gone? You know? We're going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to put it all over the lid. And like, these shadows lay so nice on my lid. So I don't, on the eye itself even, like the whole eye, the shadows lay nice. And they work well together. Like each shade, like the gradient you get, it's stunning. And I know that this is up my color story. Like, this is up what I would wear every day if I could. Don't get me wrong, I get that. We're going to take this shade and put it in the inner corner. But even with that said, I own a lot of palettes. I do. A lot of different brands, a lot of different formulas. And I would wear this every day. I would be okay with it. No, it's not my favorite. You know, it's not Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, and I have, you know, I'm a fan of them, so keep that in mind. But it's still a good formula. Like, that's the part I don't get. I mean, I get the whole experience, you know. The packaging, it's gorgeous. It's gold, you know. Yeah, it can get dirty. You're going to get your fingerprints on it. That's a given. But the way you know, it's easy to use. The formula's nice. It lays nice on my eyes. A beginner can use it. Like, I just don't understand why people aren't liking these. I really don't. I don't have the understanding of that. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder on the top lashes. I figured since I opened this, I might as well use it. It does not flake or smudge, so it is not one of my favorite. I mean, it's a okay mascara. It's not a favorite though, just so you know, but it is okay. It does a job, you know? And I don't, and like the shadows are doing their job, but not as in like, oh, it's doing its job, it's not worth, you know what I mean? That ain't the way I feel about that. I really, really like those palettes. At least the two I have. The Imperial Moon and then that one there. I forgot the name of it already. And like I said, when other people, like, I don't watch anything on a product until after I give my opinion because I don't want to be swayed, and I know I can be swayed. I know I can be because then I'm starting to hunt out the problems, you know what I mean? So I do like to give my opinion first, see how it does. I'll watch other people's, and then I'll go back and reuse it and see if I have the same issues, or maybe it's different because I used different brushes or whatnot, you know? And I just don't have the problems out of these palettes that others have. I really don't. And the looks are so easily done because it's set up that way. You're always going to be, it's always going to be a beautiful look. It just depends on the color story you're looking for, you know? If you're looking more cool tone, go Imperial Moon. If you're looking more of a like a pinky purple tone, go the Majestic Rose. And then I think they had a warmer tone one. I'm pretty sure. Now my next thing I was thinking was with this in particular was like versus the YSL. And to be fair, I think they're about equal. Like except for like the packaging. As far as performance, they both perform well. One has more of like a clutch purse feeling, or this is very heavy metal type feeling, you know what I mean, in your hand. We're going to use the Lancome Defined Seals on the bottom lashes. And we're done. Like, I can't tell you how easy this was to do and how pretty. Like, I hope I'm doing its justice. Like, it's picking it up because this is such a very, very pretty look. And the whole look together is just so pretty, I think. Let me flip that mirror over because the light's bouncing off of it. But I don't know. Let me know. What do you think about these higher end brands and the packaging and their formulas? Because I'm curious. I see where people wouldn't be interested in it, but then I see where people would be. And it's more on a maybe a superficial level. To be fair, like that's the way I feel. It's more on a superficial level. It's like, oh, I like the way that looks. Ooh, I'm using, YSL, or ooh, I'm using Guerlain or Gucci. It's just a feel. Doesn't mean, but yet all of it combined kind of makes it worth the price. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, not to say that a drugstore's formula wouldn't last all day, although I have not found one. But, I haven't tried many drugstore either. I can say NYX lasts all day. So there's that. But the packaging just doesn't give me all the feels, But it comes with the price too. So I do understand it. And starting out, like for me, if I was ever going to recommend anything that's not high end, I'm going to tell you go to ColourPop. That's just who I am, though. I think their formulas are amazing. You can either get a more classier, like, look out of a palette, or you can get more whimsical, kidsy, like, whatever you're looking for with ColourPop, you can get it at ColourPop, You're not going to get, like, the high-end luxe feel, but you're going to get right in there, But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I really like these palettes. I have nothing bad to say about them. I mean, other than the price. The price is a little bit up there. I'll give you that. But at the same time, I can see where the money's going in a way. You know what I mean? But that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about all this, and I will see you in the next one. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that where you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday unless there's a new launch. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.